Let's see, they can post the link in the Discord. Yeah, here we go. Stream is back up here. Sorry, technology happens. Okay, and I'm gonna have this, close this. Wait, chat. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna close the YouTube because it's probably gonna use some resources. Okay, let's go. Yeah, so I wanted to install the Sprite editor. Sprite editor. Is this done? 2D Sprite? Use Unity Sprite editor window to create edit Sprite assets. Probably like, yeah. So let's give this some time. Here you can already check what you have to do. So just add it 05, 05, and then oops, this one 0505, 200, 200, 200. Okay. So essentially, when you use this project template, you don't have to use this anymore. So what I will do is go back to our project, and now we should be able to do this. Good. And then here we're gonna do 200, 200, 200, like this. And then this should do the magic. Then save. How to save this? Oh, apply. There we go. And then here we're gonna go back to the prefab. Let's see. So we're gonna import the Text Mesh Pro stuff. TMP is Text Mesh Pro. And here is our point of interest. Okay, now I see it doesn't recognize the this image. We of course have to search it, circle. Get more saving failed. Okay, that's okay with me. Why does it fail? You try to save with that. Okay. So here we're gonna have the point of interest script. Then here we're gonna have the collider script. Here we're gonna have the pointer sync for sign script. And those will also circle, but we're gonna leave this away for now. Okay, then here we have the what is still missing. Something missing here. Here was still something. What was on the canvas? On the canvas, we still had a script, turn to camera. Ah, yeah. So this was a simple script that turns the sign always to the camera. So when starting, it would search the camera, and then it would just simply do a look at. And this way it always looks. And then I have to rotate it 180 because for some reason it always faces 180 degrees wrong. That's just was the problem with this. What is it that? No, it's just an image. Yeah. So maybe also can leave this away if we turn it around on 180 here. We can test. So let's copy this. To our project. Here we go. Scripts and utils. Oh no, this to create a folder. Create folder utils. And here we're gonna have a turn to camera. Turns game object. Oh no. And then we assign it. Maybe it cannot compile because of these errors. Oh no, it should be. Because there's no compiler, it's just this missing script here. There we go, now we should be able to save it. Yes. And so why we don't have the sign here? Ah, there was this normal. There we go. Okay, now we have the edge. Okay. And let's see, how does this work? Does it expand? I don't remember that I implemented this, but in Unity you have the ability to expand game objects dynamically in a certain, like you would in the web, but it's a bit more complicated. I'm not gonna do this right now, so we're just gonna have the text here, and then here's the automatic font size from 5 to 10, and so if there's more text, I'm just gonna make it smaller and break it on the line, and at some point it would go out, but obviously this should be short. And what we want to add here is so eventually we're still gonna need the localization, and so this localization that has nothing to do with the navigation, even though sometimes I also call the process of finding the position is called localization. But this localization is about language, support for multiple languages. So we're going to install this, and then going to need to set up a few things. Which probably would take too much time, so yeah, so let's not do this today, but we're just gonna install it. Just gonna add this as a to-do for next time. set up. I recently did this on my VR project from VR Firefighter project, where we create a virtual fire truck exhibition. And so this should be easier than last week. So, are we missing anything from the blackout? So there's some questions. Bernard, are we missing anything from the blackout? No, I don't think so. That was just the Sprite thing, and it was like down for 3 minutes, I think, until I realized it. So, yeah. Anurag, maybe if you're new to the stream, what I'm creating is in the navigation template with AR, so by using the Vuforia AR framework, and this is available on for free on my repository. And yeah, so many people ask for step-by-step procedures, and instead of like creating tutorials on YouTube or creating video tutorials step by step, I'm just going to do a live stream and show it, which I think is much easier, and you can ask questions on the way, and I think it's just more interactive and takes less time, I think. Is there any significant advantage of using circle collider over box collider for point of no, I don't see any advantage. I don't know about computing power, if one is better, more efficient than the other, but I thought it's a bit more natural to have a box collider, to have a sphere collider, so it's like equally, but in some cases it might be better for your use case to have a box collider. I mean, you can still change it for every single prefab then, or for a unique prefab. So for now, so the cool thing now that we have this prefab, we actually don't need this kitchen anymore. We can just take it free from the thing, and then boom, we can just place it here. And let's turn this. Oh, we actually want to try it out. If in the prefab we turn the canvas with 180 degrees, if it's actually showing the correct way. But this means then in the utils, let's see if we learned the command KC, boom. And so we have the sign. So, and then we can give it a name here. I'm gonna do it under destinations. Here we go. And then of course we need to add the information here. For now I'll just do kitchen here, but here in the future we add the translation key and the description key. So, and this is nothing of those. A room, a vending machine, exit. Can we take something else? Or just add a new type? Yeah, if you want to add a new type, you just go here and say, okay, we also want to have a kitchen. It needs the compilation, and then we can go here and say kitchen. And what we forgot in the prefab, because we don't want to do this every time, we need to assign the collider to the parent and also the sign. There we go. So this is already done then for every, yeah, so it's assigned now. And what else? We need to check the collider. Oh, we didn't set up the collider yet. The collider point of interest. So here, let's check. Let's check here. In my previous project, we're gonna check out the points of interest collider. We're in the script helper model probably. No. Okay, points of interest collider. Here we go. Let's get this. So handles arrival of the air camera. So here we have on trigger enter. This triggers if here the collider has a sphere collider, and you have to select here is trigger, otherwise there's no on trigger event. And then you have the collider, and then it checks which game object is. So you have to make sure that your air camera is named like this. Yes, it is. And then we can point out this thing, the title. And to make this easier, I remember now what we did in our bachelor thesis is, let's see if we actually find this. Inside guide. No, inside guide we called it. Inside guide. No, not all GitLab. Didn't I upload it here? Inside guide, here it is. So this is the repository of our my bachelor thesis. Let's check it out here. Model. Back then I called it destination. Yeah, so we have the whole. Yeah, it gets a bit more complicated with the whole internalization. But then I had this translation utils. Yeah, so this is essentially what we need in the end. I'm gonna already copy this. Get title. We want to have this inside, of course, inside the class. Then we have the translation utils. I think that was really, I'm not sure if this is still necessary. Probably not, because this is already more than 2 years ago. Yeah, it's already 3 years since the bachelor thesis, so we're gonna see if this is still necessary. But let's copy this anyways, so we already have it just in case. No, this is the wrong one, I think. Here we go. Translation utils. Oh, it still exists, so maybe it works. Probably need to change this to do change table name. Yeah, so but for now we're not gonna do this because we don't have it yet implemented. Command CK. No. Command KC. There we go. We're just gonna return title key. Yeah. So we can already use this method, but we're not gonna this way we don't have to change this back. Get title, we don't only have to change it in one place, which is better. So, and the other one was in the collider. Get there we go. Oh, we don't have the arrived. Okay. How did we handle it here? Oh, okay, so we need the... We still need the collider. Our destination. And we can use it from this project. Here. Of the model, point of interest. No. Wait, I'm confused now. Oh, we have it here. Points of interest model, here we go. So when we arrive, what do we want to do? We want to handle this on the collider, on the points of interest. The air navigation controller, we don't have time anymore today. We're just gonna do debug.log user arrived. Yeah, and so in this instance I told the air navigation controller, hey, we arrived. So here as well. Wow, that's cool. Well done, Visual Studio. Go to completion. Yeah, that's it. Augmented space. Well, we can leave it away for now. What we still need is the air navigation controller. Oh, we started it last time already. This is the Air Mod Pro. Yeah, so I'm just gonna copy this one here. And yeah, so oops, that was not wanted. So what we have here, so this is basically the most important or second most important part. This is the controller for the navigation. And here we create an instance, so you can always, this is really useful if you do this with a public static instance, and then you have a wake instance like this. So use this if you only want to have this once in your whole scene. And that is very useful then for things like this, air navigation controller. Or we can already activate this actually. Command KU. So we can already tell the navigation controller that we arrived. And so we have the nav mesh agent, we have the current destination, we have collider of the aircraft to detect arrival. Let's see if you already have that. Aha, this is the camera collider. Does it have already a collider? Let's check. No, not here. It doesn't. Okay, so we still need this. So obviously this needs some sort of collider. Ah, we set up a sphere collider. Yeah, I think that's okay. We're gonna move it down a bit. Let's say 1 meter. So it depends a bit on your setup. I think 1 meter is okay. Let's say -0.5. This is like the detection distance. You can also do 2 meters, then you will arrive a bit quicker, maybe 1.5. Yeah, or just keep it 1, and then you can define it a bit in your, depending on your point of interest, you can define it separately. Okay, question from Bernard, sorry if I will be repeating the question, but what is the use case of type? Is it only for localization? No. So the type, so if you set the type here, kitchen to kitchen, then in the script of the sign here, in this script, I will be able to change I will have in the right here in the handle image color, in the handle image, not image color, I can select a different image. So each category has its own image on the, like for example, an image here on the side. You often see this on indoor navigation AR UI. If you go and check images, you see that they have which is a good one. That's just all prototypes. Sometimes you see these bubbles with the with a kitchen symbol, with an office symbol or a room symbol. This is just something nice to have. Maybe you can find an example. No. Yeah. So the one you can quickly see so if you want to, for example, you can either render it by distance so that you only see one icon, and then when you come closer you can see the text and the icon. You can do a lot of things with this information. So this is what the type is for. Or you can do other stuff. For example, for this client in Wales, I showed you can have different lists, a different list of what's it called, in the UI. Let's see if this is still working. So here you have the let's see if I can select this. This is select now to Android, I guess. Let's see. Oh, this is so slow. What do you need to still calculate? Come on. Okay, let's switch to, I'm not on iOS. Let's switch to Android. And then I have a better UI. Yeah, so I hope this makes sense. So with the type, you can do a lot of information. One, you can set a custom image on the points of interest sign. And second advantage is you can, on your UI, you can bundle them, so you can filter them. You can let the user know, okay, these are the toilets, these are the classrooms, these are the kitchen destinations, the kitchen, maybe the what's it called, the food place, Mensa auf Deutsch. I don't remember the English name, but yeah, the canteen. You could have a canteen type, for example, and then you can show different icons programmatically. This takes forever, so because time is already ran out for this stream. Obviously we didn't achieve what we wanted, but we created the base. We can still try to finish it up. Let's see, to have at least this working. We have the sign, we have the collider. The collider is here. Let's maybe put the collider a bit more down. Make it a bit bigger, because the kitchen is quite big, so we can already show the user is touching here. Yeah, maybe like this, because the sphere collider is also like this, so yeah, that's already actually quite good. Maybe 1.25. And then air navigation control cannot be found. Aha, probably in the code. Air nav controller. There you go. Is discovery mode, is library mode. We're just gonna delete this. This is a special case. Air state controller we don't have implemented yet. KC, no. Yeah, KC, like this. Invoke get started air state controller. Oh gosh. Then we have is localized. Oof. Yeah, so kind of need this. It's currently navigating. Yeah, so this is, I mean, this is quite already sophisticated. Instant controller. Let's see if you can already establish this one without creating other much work. Because they always depend a bit on each other. Let's see, air state controller. So this is like it's controlling a bit the state of the whole AR. Yeah, so this is also a big thing. It helps with, especially with debugging, to know what's going on in the Vuforia engine. And let's see, we're gonna disable all this stuff. Normally you will print out this on the UI. You can print out this on the UI. At least that's how I set it up. Developer settings, yes. Localized content started, position found, lost, currently checked air name with tame, air target behavior, debug parent, state text, text app version, status change, status info. What is this? Ah, okay, this is from the error target, from observer behavior. About this you can read here in the tracking state in the Vuforia library. What are you? Did I miss something? So this is just the whole. This is the different states, like it can give in the whole AR state, like the tracked, limited, unknown, initializing, etc. And in these cases, I would you can do different things. Like you can set AR state information. I would show different devices on the UI screen. This can of course be done differently. You can show another animation or other things. Okay, track the AR target name. Yeah, no, this is gonna be too complicated. I think we're gonna stop the stream today. So I'm gonna upload this, so you can already check it out. You can read stuff in the code already. You can also already start to do this if you want. But yeah, I think we call it a day for it now. Essentially, this gives a lot of. This helps a lot if we have this state of is localized in one place, not in the AR nav controller, but in the AR state controller. Like this is localized. I don't know why we use the underscore. This is usually not done anymore in today's coding philosophy with the underscore if it's private or not. Because obviously you know it's not private. It's private, but whatever. Solution on countdown started. Yeah, we had some attempt. Yeah, so yeah, could talk about it next time. Yeah, so I hope this was useful to some degree today, and yeah, have fun coding and see you next time.